This video is about these two Johnson Controls model S321-IP network controllers that I will be listing on various online sales sites. This is not a review or a how-to. I just want to do a video to show that the ones I'm selling do work. Today is Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. So if you're watching this video months from now, these items will probably have already been sold. I may leave the video up because I will be doing a power on test and I will be connecting the units to the S321-IP user interface page using the default IP address or the IP address assigned to this unit on my router's interface control page. Yes, okay. So I have the cover open, and basically you have the main board. Each one has a main board. Have this board with the RJ45 where you connect to the network, and another board that has some dip switches on it. And if you look online, the user's manuals will tell you how to use these dip switches and how the dip switches have to be set up. I have not seen many videos on this online. I did see one video. If you want to do or see how it's set up, there is one video online. The video is titled Johnson Control S321-IP as standalone access door wiring plus setup. This is the only video I've seen online for it, and unfortunately,
want more reviews from your customers? Podium makes it as easy as sending it.
Unfortunately, it is in a foreign language.
File secure ya. Kalau file secure,
but just wanted to show you
yang
that.
nanti yang digunakan adalah.
And also, when you look up the default IP address, it gives you the default IP address as here. One second. It gives you the default IP address as 192.168.0.1. But for me, that didn't work. I have to look on my network router's user interface page and look for the default IP address. Well, the not the default, the IP address that was assigned to this item. Okay, so I'm going to power these off, then do a power on test and put the covers back on. So when you plug it up, the power LEDs, the LEDs come on. The power LED, the status LED, and there's activity on the I guess the transmit LED so far, none on the receive LED, I guess until I connect the network cable to it. Okay, so I'm going to put, or actually I'll show you, these are on a rail. I forgot the name of the rail, but it's in the manual. These both sit on this rail. They have these clips on the back of it. Okay. Now I'm going to put the cover back on. I'll tighten the screw later to put the cover on. Put the cover on. Then I will connect the network cables. Okay, I will connect the network cables Then I will wait for it to populate on my home, on my Verizon home wire, on my Verizon home network router. On the user interface of my Verizon home network router. And when you plug it in, probably can't see it from here, but the LED on the network interface on the RG45 jack turns green on one. One LED turns green. Once there's transmitting and receiving, there'll be flashing LED activity on both LEDs. Now, when I received these units, there were wires connected to them, and the wires connected both units together. But for my purpose, I have it wired like this. I'm not testing any of the other functions like the door. I'm just showing that mine works and connects to the S321-IP user interface page. This is how it looked when I first received it. I recorded this portion of the video before I disassembled the unit and tested it. And I insert this into some part of the YouTube video. The two units were connected, but I knew for my purposes I would not have to test them connected. I'll test each unit individually for power on. Now, most of my videos are about a particular item that I'm trying to sell online, but if you find anything helpful, please click on the like and subscribe button on YouTube. It helps me get to the point where I can get monetized on YouTube. I usually don't ask people to click on the bell button, because the bell button alerts you when I list a new video, but most of my videos will be about different subjects that you may not be interested in. Okay, so I have I went to my home router user interface page, and it shows the items that are connected to my home network, and I put the two S321-IPs at top, so those are the only ones you will see. I don't think the IP address is confidential information. It'll probably be different on your network. And I haven't factory reset these, although I may, because there is something on the S321-IP user interface page that that says reset these units, or factory reset. And on the on my router's user interface page, it shows you the device, IP address, connection type, and there's a little arrow over here. You click on it, and it will bring you to the a pop-up window that shows the same information, but also the MAC address of the unit. Guess that would be helpful if you wanted to make sure you were connected to the right unit. And the IP addresses, I have them bookmarked, so I may only do one, but I'm going to open up the IP address that was assigned to these units by my network. I have them bookmarked, so I'll open them. At least I'll do one of them. And when you do that, it opens up this page that says this site wants you to sign in, and the default password for these items are admin, all lowercase letters, and PASS, all uppercase letters. So we're going to type that in. Admin, ADMIN, and the password, all uppercase letters, PASS, and click sign in, and it will open the user interface page for the S321 controller. And on the user interface page, you have three top categories. You got the main, database, and network. And you have three subcategories. You have command, systems information, and alarm events. Those are the three submenus under main. Now I notice when you click on database is a list of users and information about the individual controller, the badge IDs, the badge configuration. I'm not going to go over all this, but if you go over view badge, okay, this you would have to look up, but this is for looking up a particular badge. Under badge configuration, I believe it'll show the individual badges on this particular unit. And it shows this particular one is generic information. Last name, they have one. First name, they have cleaner, and badge number 166. If you click next, there's more generic code. Last name 11W, night cleaning, badge number 20. And there will be some first names, last names in here that I may not show due to privacy, but I don't think they would be traceable anyway. Another one, number 2, cleaners. And let's try, I'm going to go down, just have first name on camera, because I think some of the others will have first names and last name. That one's just cleaner. And eventually it gets to some that have first names and last name, like that one, Joe, badge number. Okay, so I'll close out of this window, go back to main. Okay, under network, if I click on network, it asks me to sign in again. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. So I'll do the password first, since I have the capitals already highlighted. Password, PASS. Now we go to the username is admin, ADMIN. Sign in, and it opens this network page, which shows the IP, SNMP, FTP, SSL. It's like I said, I'm not an expert at this stuff, that I really don't know what it is. I just wanted to show that the user interface, that this item connects to the S321-IP user interface page. Click on IP. I mean, it sometimes opens up a page. Not too sure why it's not now, but okay. So, well, that was SMP. See if I can go back. Okay, I'm out of the network, and if I log in again, it's gonna have to do the password again. Okay, under commands. Under commands, you have you can reboot the system, firmware update, which I will not do because I'm not an expert at this, although it may be simple as click and submit. Then you have database operations, where you can restore factory defaults, delete all badges, other commands, and I don't know what all these are for. I'm just showing you that this unit can access the S321 user interface page. Okay, we go back to the main menu. Then the next will be alarm and events. And I guess those are the recent activity on this unit. Well, most of them are for today. So I guess every time you connect, you get the alarm and events for that day. Or maybe the alarm or events for as long as it's been powered on. Okay, let me just click previous, see if it goes back any days. Okay, it doesn't show any information. Back to main. Just wanted to check one more thing under commands. Okay, it's probably just slow loading, or maybe I have to commands. Okay, I just wanted to check, get another look at this. Okay, that's basically it for this. Well, I will do the second unit just to show that it also connects. I have the second unit also. I have it bookmarked, the web address bookmarked, or the IP address bookmarked, and I just click open in new window, and it opens the interface page for the second unit, and it's ADMI ADMIN admin, all lowercase letters. And the manual for this item is online, easy to find. That's how I found the default password. And all caps for the password is PASS. Okay, sign in. And it opens the user interface page for the second unit. And I don't have to go through all of that stuff that I just went through with the first unit. It's basically just showing you the same thing. One last thing, the sub menu that I think I didn't go through was this systems information. Let's go back to main. Okay, systems information. And I thought in systems information there would be something that would show the that these are different units, such as the MAC address or serial number, but it appears to not show that, but you can see this is the IP address for the first unit, ends in .225. I click on systems information, and it's kind of slow. Click on systems information. I'll pause till it opens, maybe. Okay, well, the systems information, you basically have to be right in the middle of the bar to open. Some of these windows that you saw I was having problems opening is because you have to be right in the middle of the bar to open it. On the edge of the bar, the corner, sometimes they don't open correctly. But anyway, this is for the first unit ending in .225, and I thought this systems information would have information such as serial number or MAC address, but it doesn't. Only difference I've seen in these two units is this logger record count. I believe the firmware, everything else is the same. The badge count is the same. This information I really didn't pay too much attention to, but it's probably the same on both units. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other unit, which is already open. That one ends in .226, and that's that unit. As I said, the only difference I've seen is the logger record count is low. And that's basically it for this unit. And let's see, going back to main, as I was saying, you have to click in the middle of the icon. If you click on the edge, which I was doing early, and it looked like they weren't opening, but if you click right in the middle, they open pretty quickly. Like I was trying to click on systems, it wouldn't open because it was on the edge. Wouldn't open, but if you click right on the systems info, they open pretty quickly. Okay, that's basically it for these units. I did take a picture of this before I disassembled it when I first received it. I probably will insert that part of the video in there, just so people can see what it looked like when I received it. Thank you, and that's it for this video.